Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legends of Another World, Curse of Saria. In the main video series I'm getting pretty close to the end of the game, so I decided I need to hurry the low-level game on a bit. So I've just raided the dungeon under the forest gravestone to get all the stuff that I could. There are a few useful things like the HP plus quick fix, probably not useful in this game. I just hope that I don't have any bad luck with those statuses, but I can sell them. I got a 7th fire touch to go with the 6 that I stole in the Metaspi. All of those will of course be sold. And that's how close I came to not making it out of this dungeon. Anyway, Harley has rejoined the party. He rejoins at level 10, and that confirms my suspicion that characters' levels when they leave and rejoin is determined by the amount of experience your main party has gained, rather than it being a fixed level. Because I imagine that in the main video series, my levels would have progressed quite a lot higher than this by this point in the game. So of course I am now going back to town. I'm not going to fight the Grand Army, that would be completely impossible at this level. Also, the reason I chose not to fight the Hellfire boss in the Metaspi is simply that at the time I didn't have enough Phoenix Tears. 5 of the 10 I currently have were from a chest in the Gravestone dungeon. The Hellfire basically will one-shot every character, so the only way to take him down at low levels is to have a good supply of Phoenix Tears, and it was impossible to restock on those. But I will get another chance to take on that boss. This is why my HP is so low after doing that dungeon. Roaches are an absolutely formidable enemy for a low-level party, and I wanted to avoid using healing items because it costs money to restock. Anyway, I will be able to get the Hellfire on my next trip through the Metaspi, and because this is a low-level game, I do expect that by then my levels will not be very much higher than they are now. So I think the next stage is to take the road to Uvia. While passing through Nyata, I encountered this person. I thought I should get this on camera because this is an interesting new line of dialogue that gives us some information about the cloaked merchants. And I had wondered about that because the very last one in Sisona, in the main video series, in my game he was selling his ability, which I still don't know what that is, for 4-point-something million, which just seemed like a strange number. It's not a round number as you might expect. And Napster said that in his game that merchant was asking a much lower price, 3-point-something million. So now that's explained. So for the next boss, the gangsters, the main difficulty with these is that they can one-shot any of my party members, I think maybe except for Ivy. So try to get status on them as quickly as possible. And for Ivy, I'm going to try Trauma. So the left one is asleep, don't attack him. All of them are vulnerable to status. Silence will do no good, but Dark Attack is a very important one. I got slow on him, that helps. But yes, that can happen so easily. What else? So I want to... Yeah, I just want to attack this one. Liana has slow touch, Tara has poison touch, and also has breaker attack. And I managed to get all of them on. Very nice. But I really would like to get sleep to work on the middle one. I have checked their status vulnerabilities. The criminals are vulnerable to everything. The gangster has some resistances, but is not immune to any status. Right, try to get darkness on the gangster. Pretty good. No, he doesn't have darkness. For some reason I thought I saw the symbol for darkness, but... I also can't remember, even though I just looked at it, how much HP these have. Oh, and killing the gangster kills the other ones straight away. Very nice. So for the solo fight with Ben, I've used pretty much all my money to buy antidotes and potion pluses, which fortunately are for sale in Uvia. And I've set Alicia up in advance so that I don't need to remove everyone's abilities, which would be annoying. But Alicia has poison touch and slow touch. So I'm first going to... I'm trying to decide if I should first attack and hope I get slow, or put wall on myself. I'll just attack and hope. I got poison, but not slow. So I really need to get slow on him as quickly as possible, otherwise he can do all sorts of nasty things to me. And that was actually a lot less painful than I thought it was going to be. So Alicia wanders off, so I can't remember. I think it's a while before we get her back, so I will remove her abilities. I can't look at the menu to confirm, but that was done with Alicia at her initial level of 12. And since we're passing through this part of the world, I thought I would show off a battle background that I don't think ever appeared in the main video series. It's when you get a battle on this bridge. For the transient lights, I've equipped, or I'm going to equip Brianna with Zombie Touch. Harley has learned his second tier cure spell. I think that gives you enough of an idea of what strategy I intend to use. It's still not going to be an easy battle, but I have sold all the fire touches I stole from the enemies in the Metaspi and used the proceeds to heavily stock up on Phoenix tiers. And of course I do need the luck of getting the zombie status to land. So there's not much I can do until that happens. But I should charge so that I can use her blessing. And it's going to trauma next. And if I'd charged again I would have had another turn to defend. Well, at least I got zombie status. That will take silence off. I really just have to Curiate every chance I get. And eventually it will go down. There we are. I do gain experience from these forced battles, so I will be gaining a few levels. And I am going to go back to the save point after each one to recover Harley's MP. So, well, I'll recruit Alicia first. Surprisingly, I got through all 3 forced battles without gaining any levels. I suppose I must be close. Yes. Liana's the closest, just 200 from a level up, which, of course, I'm quite happy for her not to get. The returner should be fairly simple, now that I know how it works. So, in the first phase, while I'm at full health, I can attack it and accept its counterattacks for some extra damage. It was rather nice that it missed in its counterattack. Now, while it's storing energy, Ivy, of course, uses all her turns to charge up to prepare for Blessing. She will get Blessing before the next. But it's better to leave her charged and use Harley's turn. Anyway, while it's storing energy, the amount of damage it does is reflected, or determines how much damage it does to me. So if I can do about 1200, which I did just then I defend, don't do any more, and its stored energy will be at a level I can easily handle, and one blessing fixes everyone right back up again. I'd like to use Harley's turn to scan, I think. Okay, storing energy. Harley will have another turn, so he can use that turn to heal Liana. So it's already quite a way down. So I know now that defending doesn't directly reduce the damage, it just indirectly reduces it because I'm not attacking it on the turn. So I'm not going to attack this turn with Alicia because if she got a critical that would increase its damage to too much. Okay, I want to be careful because I'm getting close to dangerous levels, so I'll have Alicia give herself that potion. Okay, that was close to the limit of what I can handle, but not over the limit. I'll throw Ivy a potion plus just to make sure her blessing does heal everyone up. Harley can't really do anything useful with his turn, so... And I just have to repeat this pattern until I've won the battle. It's getting close. That time I would almost have liked to get a critical, just so that there was a chance of finishing off before its next unleashing energy, but we're fine. Just watch the numbers carefully. If I did get a critical, then I would consider going for all-out attack. So, after the return fight, the party has a long discussion, and Harley, Alicia, and Amanda decide to travel through the catastrophe together. Passing through this room, we can encounter some old enemies, and I've taken the opportunity to steal a fire touch for Alicia. That's going to be pretty important for the next battle. Also important is that Amanda should learn slow. It's Phantom Round 2. The Phantom can one-shot any party member and has Tornado, which will one-shot the entire party unless I put Aura on. And slowing it down means they'll hopefully have time to heal up in between attacks. Ooh, can also do that, which is pretty dangerous. No, don't want to slow it again. Fire, it's weak to fire. Which is the whole point of putting the fire touch on. And I should probably play it safe and throw a potion plus. That's why the aura was necessary. Once you've got slow on him, that's a pretty simple battle. But don't underestimate it by any means, because the Phantom would completely wipe the floor with a low-level party if I hadn't taken those two precautions. Aura and slow. And now it's time to take on the Hellfire. This isn't the ideal party for it, but we won't get another opportunity for a while. Harley has used up all his MP to restore party members' health after the invisible maze, which is quite a taxing room, but I did steal from it the Ice Touch, which is obviously what's needed for this fight. So this is, oh wow, 1 HP. This fight is mostly just going to be a matter of reviving whenever necessary, because the Hellfire can one-shot any party member. And pretty much ignoring the little fires, because there's nothing. Because it's not worth the time to take them out. I just wish it wouldn't keep picking on Alicia. She's the only one who can really do very much in this fight. And let's just have a look. Namida has fixed the description so that it says awarded for defeating Hellfire. Nice one. Lena joins at level 23, which is rather overpowered compared to the rest of the party. Still, I don't feel like gaining any more levels before the Enchanter, who is not too difficult. The only annoying thing about him is he will one-shot any party member, so I just need to do the same thing of continually reviving. On Harley's turn, I may as well cure because he does have some low-powered attacks. But mainly it's a matter of continually hitting him until he goes down. I could also try to cast Slow on him, and since Amanda has a turn and all 4 party members are up, I will. But he has high resistance to slow, so it's worth a shot. Good, he chose to use 2 low-powered attacks. That gives me the break I needed. So after that, we get into Taspia and meet up with... I forgot there was another screen before then. And I may as well show this because I don't think... I think it just happened that these enemies never appeared in the main video series, even though I did encounter them a few times off camera. So these are the betas, upgraded versions of the alphas from near Nyata, and they come in white and black varieties which cast light and dark, as you might expect. And obviously they are weak to the opposite elements. Anyway, now we're in Taspia and the whole party is back together, and at this point I want to mention that when we got Harley back after Craig and Brianna 2, that's the first time in the game where you have more than 4 members in the party. In fact, it's the only time before Taspia. And Namida has added a much clearer explanation of how the experience and AP mechanics work. So, thank you for that, Namida. And here, of course, in the ability shop is the character who gives us the 4th ability slot. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to take that immediately. I have definitely enough money for it once I sell all the things I don't need. Got quite a lot of abilities along the way that I can do without, and I could go back up to the road and get some more things to sell pretty easily at this point, so I feel money is not going to be very much of a problem anymore. But the thing is, unlike See, in the main game, when I got to Taspia, and for the first time, HP plus 25, MP plus 25, and all the other ability plus 10s were available, I pretty much jumped at that and thought I had to have those as quickly as possible. But now, because this is a low-level game, I just think, are those things going to make the difference in taking down a boss? Probably not. So I'll do without them until I really need them. And of course, as soon as I said that, I ran into a boss that required quite a bit of preparation. So much that I decided to reload my save before the Phantom and redo from there off camera. The main reason for that is a much better place for grinding for steals, because the ice blobs carry an ice touch which sells for 800, and you don't run the risk of running into any roaches. Of course, the best steal in the Metaspi is the death touch from the blade enemies, but that's a very rare steal. I did not manage to get a single one. I do still have a save there in case I decide to go back and try again for that, but I think I'm in good enough shape to go on. So one thing that happened because I redid that is that I got the steal from the Phantom, which was the blue magic item that teaches Tornado. I'm not going to use that in the Craig and Brianna battle, but it's there. Anyway, with the money that I got from selling the ice touches and pretty much everything else that I don't need, I just kept a sleep proof, because that is a really useful thing that I might need for future boss fights. I'm thinking of Dark Illusioner coming up in a few bosses' time. Anyway, I got Alicia's 4th ability slot, so she can have Dark Touch and Slow Touch equipped. I want to maximise my chances of inflicting those statuses on Craig in particular. Tara also has Dark Touch. I've given her a counter-attack because she had a slot to spare, and as she's the highest HP user who's actually going to be fighting in this battle, she'll be alive to do the counter-attack a fair amount of time. The main thing is that all 4 front party members have Omni-Resist. Harley also has HP plus 25 and defense plus 10, but the Omni-Resists are what make this possible, because they ensure that I can at least survive Brianna's magical attacks, provided I keep my health stocked up. This is still going to be heavily luck dependent, just because I need my status infliction to work. To help that, I've also bought 5 delay dusts. I used one of them on the Enchanter this time round, so as to save on Phoenix Tears. Anyway, try to get the steal as quickly as possible. There's not much else I can do at the start of the fight, because I'm waiting for Brianna to cast Regen. So I'll just try to keep everyone's health up as well as I can. But I might as well use a delay dust to make things go that much smoother. Okay, she's regened him. I did also steal a graveyard fog from the Caritas, but that casts zombie on both enemies, so I can only use it when both have regen. Try Dark Attack. Good, I was lucky that slow came off then. She doesn't seem to be getting around to casting regen on herself. That is the other thing that is obviously heavily luck dependent in this fight. I need to use another delay dust. Okay, regen. Got them both. So let's see how my luck is this time. Nice counterattack with darkness. And I got slow. Okay, she's already cast regen, that's great for me. She hasn't cast regen on Craig yet, so I can't use Graveyard Fog. Have to wait for Amanda's turn to try zombieing. Tara can't do very much, but just a little bit of extra damage. That's bad, I really needed that to work. Amanda's the slowest member of my party, and of course I don't have access to haste yet. Okay, got zombie on her. And she's put regen on him. Time for him to get zombied as well. And this would be a good time for another delay dust. Actually, that was the first one I've used. She's also hasted at the moment, so I'll use one on her as well. Okay, this could be bad, at least Craig missed. Oh, regen wore off. Right. I'm going to be busy just reviving everyone for a while. Okay, finally, I have 2 turns in a row, so I can try to get another delay dust on her. Wow, I'm having terrible luck. She must be fairly low on HP. Oh! That was a nice turn of luck, though. I managed to slow touch her. Okay, got her down. He is in darkness status, so just keep attacking, and he should go down as well. I hope I got the steals. I can only test that on Alicia's turn. If I go into use, yes, I have a barrier and a force field, so I got both of those from this fight. I used up the ones I had before. Oh, he was already slowed. It's darkness I want to reapply. And I managed. This fight's over. So that's another example of a fight that seemed extremely daunting at first, but with a bit of preparation it wasn't too bad. It needed a few tries because there's a little bit of luck still in it, but it's really the preparation that made all the difference. So that's a good place to finish off for this episode, but I'm definitely looking forward to continuing this low-level game and seeing what challenges the next few bosses have in store for me. See you for that.